If your literature search feels messy, inconsistent, and hard to keep track of, it's probably because you don't have a proper system to document it. So, I built something to fix that. Hi there, I'm Dr. Kenny Wong and I teach research at 2 UK universities and I run a business supporting masters and PhD students on their research. Literature searches are a very messy business. You are working across multiple databases, you are tweaking keywords, testing synonyms, changing Boolean operators, adding limiters, and very quickly things get out of hand. I've been bitten by this messiness myself and that resulted in me wasting 1 full year of research work. So I built a literature search tracking tool to fix this. It helps you organize your entire search process in one place so you can track what you have done, stay consistent, and actually make sense of your own work. It is also made to be as flexible as possible and can work for students doing an exploratory search all the way to systematic literature reviews. In this video, I will show you how the document works. The file can be found on my free resource hub on my website. The link is below in the description. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any of my videos about academic tools and tips for postgraduate research students, make sure you're subscribed. When you first open the document, you'll see that it is structured into different sheets based on common research frameworks. PICO, SPIDER, PCC, PEO, and also a flexible version. You don't need to use all of them, just pick one that fits your research. If you're doing an exploratory search or if you're not using a framework, you can use the flexible version instead. For this example, I'll walk you through the PCC framework so you can see how the system works in practice. I'll start by inputting my review question over here. In this example, how is artificial intelligence used within physiotherapy education to improve knowledge and skills in stroke and neurological rehabilitation? Next, define your PCC elements. In this particular example, population would refer to pre-qualification physiotherapy students. The concept here would be artificial intelligence for educational purposes, and the context would be stroke and neurological rehabilitation. At this stage, you will also want to list the synonyms for each element. For example, artificial intelligence could include terms like natural language processing, large language models, concept mapping, so on and so forth. This is what helps you avoid missing key terms later as you play around with the search terms in the search string. Now we get into the actual searching. Let's say PubMed is the first database that I'm using. I'll run my first search, copy and paste the full search string into the tracker, record the search terms, choose the Boolean operators. Any limiters I use, I will record them as well. The number of results, and the search link. So everything is well documented. Here is where the document becomes powerful. If I want to refine my search further, I don't have to start from scratch. I can copy the previous version, make the changes that I need, and record exactly what I've changed in the notes. Every iteration is tracked. Every decision is visible. And this is where most students go wrong. They tweak their searches, but they don't document the changes. So after a while, they don't know what worked, what didn't, or even how they got their final results. This tool fixes all of that. It acts as a search companion. It gives you a clear audit trail, not just of your searches, but also of your thinking as your search string evolves. You can always refer back to your review question to stay aligned with your objectives. Your framework elements and synonyms help you check that you haven't missed anything. And as you move across different databases, your previous search strings are right there so you can maintain consistency in your strategy. The same process works for PICO, SPIDER, and the PEO framework. You can also include additional components. For example, you might want to exclude certain terms using the not Boolean operator, or you might have extra concepts that you will want to include, like simulation specifically in physiotherapy. This is where the miscellaneous search term columns comes in. It gives you the flexibility without breaking the structure and the framework. So far, I've shown you the framework-based approach, but sometimes a framework just doesn't fit. Like in this video, when I conducted my AI in thematic analysis scoping review above, maybe you're still developing a research idea, or you're doing more of an exploratory search. In those cases, you can use the flexible tracker. It works in the same way, you just define your key terms and follow the same processes. You can download this tracker for free from my resource hub. The link is in the description below. Honestly, I wish I had this when I was doing my own scoping review. It would have saved me a huge amount of time and a lot of frustration and a disastrous outcome of having to redo the entire review. If you haven't seen it, you can watch my AI in Scoping Review series where I discuss how it happened and how I conducted my review using AI from the review idea all the way to publication, and all the problems that I faced and how I solved them. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!